Combat mission Black Sea for the Russian side is what we're watching after a pause. Whatever's shooting at you over here, the helicopter, it starts going down the cannon fire. So it looks like it's progressed through guided missiles that knocked out a bunch of the BTRs, and then it did rocket runs, and now you're seeing cannons, which might suggest something about the ammo expenditure of what's shooting at you. So the commander of this tank gets wounded, only a light wound, because he was turned out when it got shot, and now both these tanks, everything is damaged on the outside, so basically everything except the guns are yellow damaged. So they're still usable, they just not 100% efficiency. Other thing to happen is that over here there's some fighting, some shooting down here, this guy dies, and tank contacts continue to move. So let's go take a look at some of those things. Incidentally, it sounds fantastic when you're getting shot at, so at least there's that. Behind me you can hear a firefight in the woods, but right at the 50-second mark, that happens. This thing gets completely beat down by cannon fire. The commander has a little nope moment. Yeah, me too, buddy. Surprised he got off that light, relatively speaking, because fuck man, that's a lot of explosives. But he's okay. Down here at about the same time, you do some damage on Ukrainians. There's this guy down here. Kill him with this team, as these guys kind of literally square away their position. And generally in this part of the map, contacts keep moving. So, yeah, what was the other thing? Right at the very end, your artillery fire is sporadically landing in here from the mission called like literally months ago. And the helicopter sprays down this position. Obviously you're not there. This is where, if you'll recall, there was some scouts. So I'm gonna say it's probably shooting at dead bodies. It's either that or friendly fire, which you wouldn't see, but coincidentally it's right where you know there's already bodies. So over here a few things happen. These two BTRs are out of 7mm ammo and they're using 14mm, which does definitely have a suppressing effect on your own dudes, by the way, so might be time to cancel these. I know I've said, like, I'm pretty sure, like, small arms, like the 7mm would not, you can see the 7mm here, would not be suppressing these guys, but I think because the 14mm has, like, little explosion effects, it is. So that's happening. You're right in the middle of all these bodies now. These guys are coming to pick up equipment. These guys are coming to finish off these contact. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies from this unit here. That little contact would make 6. So that's the thing. This BTR starts moving away. And you have contacts in front of you still. Other thing that happens in this area is that this scout finally gets facing the right way. There he is, happy little camper. He's supposed to be facing this way, you can see even as a blue arrow. Oh, probably because I'm paused. So he's crawling around in the woods, trying to keep a low profile. Sits up and shit fucked up. Yeah, so that's big. That definitely sounds and looks like a cannon. So these scouts are officially gone, but he's done some super valuable scouting, getting you tons of sound contacts in this general area. And I mean, other than all that, down here you guys start having like a little shooting range. It's a 700-meter target order. So you're just, basically you're firing off in short bursts into this whole kind of tree line. I think that's a sniper. Is everybody shooting, or is it? I think it's just the machine gun and just the SVD are shooting. So nobody's actually shooting with their AKs. So basically, you're putting 2 guns downrange here, in case you're interested, which you probably are, because you gave this order. Yeah. So the PKP and SVD are shooting. All the guys with AKs kind of just watching, trying to shoot a squirrel or something. And obviously, this APC makes it across without incident. Nothing actually ends up shooting at it. Second turn, this will be minute 43, I believe, for the Russians. You can see you make contact continuing these woods by Frey's little platoon box. Very nicely, looks good from this angle. All these contacts, you can see Americans and Ukrainians have different contact icons, if you didn't already know. Very close contact in these woods with Hubis platoon. These guys were already kind of giving flanking guard orders, like one of them had orders to stop and face this way after the first minute, which they did. So very close contact here. You can see more things starting to move down the road via sound contacts. Helicopter cannon fire, I think that's a BTR there, I haven't looked yet. The very light harassing fire mission, like in this area, continues. It's been going on forever now. So, yes, lots of explosions, lots of cannon fire. I think in 2 turns you get your reinforcements, so things are definitely starting to heat up. Let's go take a look at things. So zooming in on your little platoon box here, these guys that took a casualty, you hear wounded sounds. You keep shooting it down here at this dude. You have a fairly cohesive front now. Your HQ is... these guys think they're next to people. Your HQ is at the back, and they're surrounded by squads. Over here, as I completely change topics, you run into these American contacts in the woods. These are the guys who were specifically ordered to stop and face. So let's actually take a look at this whole engagement. So let's go from the start. So these guys, they finished their minute 1 orders very correctly at making tactical choices here, and they're facing towards these contacts in the woods. Was that there to start with? But no. But right after they do that, you get contacts behind you, i.e. between your platoon elements here in the woods. So evidently very big blind spots in terms of what you can see. So these guys stop and face, and then they start getting shot at, like a lot. So these American contacts right here, the ones shooting at you. So unfortunately, you're just facing the wrong way, but you couldn't have known that before right now. So you're down 2 men in this squad. So you're down the squad leader and the AT guy. These scouts plunge merrily ahead, but it looks like these Americans are actually moving this way. I just want to go over you. You can see the contacts moving on the screen there. So these guys are moving and shooting at you. So taking a look at the whole, those are the only contacts you see moving this turn. So contacts made there. Down here, not much else happens, I don't believe. None of the contacts really moving that much. And let's go take a look at the tree line. So over here, I'm just going to skip till I find it. So a helicopter that's orbiting you. Stop shooting at the tanks. What's up, this guy? It's not actually dead. This vehicle, it's still alive technically. They can still move. It just lost its Constellation 2. Oh no. Your C2 links. So this thing's not technically dead. You can still drive it around, but everything on it is like very slightly damaged. You can see a little high impact, high explosive. These are the heat rounds, forensic markers. You see, oh, one bounced off the wheels even. So you can see the spread of getting shot at. And on a side note, I feel really bad for this HQ guy and these ATGM guys, because they've just been fucking like traumatized. Like, look at all these craters around here. Like, fucking everything is dying, and these guys are just hoping that they don't get looked at next. Other than that, I'm not sure there's a lot to say about this minute. Everybody's kind of banking up until your reinforcements arrive. These guys continue making progress, like not getting shot at all. So much for a suicide scout run. This dude is starting to get out into the field here. He's just a little crew member that you decided you don't like. But other than that, pretty quiet. These guys finally start all coming down into the field. The first engineering truck is away. This one had to wait another minute to get fully loaded. Both BTRs looks like they're actually going to end up arriving at about the same time. And other than that, I'm not sure a ton happens. These guys keep shooting. That guy's just a random crew member standing literally in the middle of a field. Who's also not getting shot at. Like, he's literally just, hey guys, what's up? Middle of nowhere. Those guys keep shooting. But that's pretty much it. So I think I'll leave it there. Saves will be posted as always. Again, hit me up if like, hey, Generation Internet, what the fuck are my dudes doing? Why are they there? Etc. etc. And I'll see everybody next time.